Hello my friends, this is Dwight from Voice Glory 700 coming back at you with another video. And I just wanted to quickly wish everyone a happy new year in 2021. Personally, I don't believe it's going to be a very happy new year for me, and I would imagine for some of you, you're probably thinking along the same lines that 2021 is not going to be any different than the past year that we just left in 2020. Meaning that things are going to be a lot worse. We're going to be manipulated and controlled by those that are determined to control every aspect and area of our lives. I was watching a bit of the news footage regarding what was going on in America, in DC, and regardless of what you think of President Trump, it's really disheartening to see the level of depravity that's going on in the American political system. And it's not just limited to America. I live in Canada, it's here as well. And in all westernized nations, we all are being manipulated and controlled by those who run the system. And I would refer to it from a biblical perspective, the system of the beast. We're all being manipulated and herded into a future that is very dark. They keep referring to a dark winter, and Joe Biden, who is, I would assume, is going to become the President of the United States of America in the next week or two, has spoken of it's going to be a very, very dark winter. So they're preparing us for things to continue or to become or to get a lot worse than what it was in 2020. Pushing forward into this new year. And don't be deceived, these people are absolutely in control of the mechanism and the system to bring us down a particular pathway of enslavement that none of us truly will be happy about. And so I would encourage all people to really begin to think for yourself. Under this new dystopian society that we're entering, and individual thought, individual opinion, the ability to think and to come to your own conclusions is being greatly discouraged by those that identify themselves as the technocrats or the experts in our modern day. And so whatever they tell us regarding any particular issue is what stands. And so if we come to our own conclusions, reviewing the same evidence and information that's provided to us, if it goes against the narrative or against what the technocrats have explicitly told us, we must put aside our individual thoughts and opinions. And that's what we're entering in right now, especially with this pandemic, so-called COVID, that's really changed the lives of everyone in the westernized world, especially for those of us that have maybe, as it relates to freedom, I guess we just took freedom for granted, really, because we've never had to fight for it. Like I grew up in Canada, and Canada is one of those countries where you have tremendous freedom, but because you've never fought to obtain it, you've never really thought about it much other than it's something that you consider to be a privilege or a right. And because we've never strived to obtain it, it can become very fleeting in terms of us not really recognizing the importance of holding on to our own individual sovereignty as individuals and as human beings created in the image of God. And so what I fear and I see happening right now in Canada and in America and in all westernized nations is that because for the most part we've never had to fight for our freedom, it was a given, we were born into it. Now that we're losing it, people don't seem to recognize the importance of holding on to it, or at least not most people. And so we're entering into a very totalitarian, communist, socialist type of arena where we're looking to the Chinese Communist Party as a model of how we should deal with this so-called pandemic crisis and how we should get people to just acquiesce to what they've been directed and told by the technocrats and the so-called experts. So 2021, as far as I'm concerned, is going to be, as they have described, a very dark winter that's going to continue on indefinitely. And the goal of these individuals, whoever they might be, that are running this control system, because it's about the world economic system, it's about politics, it's about controlling the herd. Their goal and their objective is to enslave each and every one of us to the point and to the degree that we will no longer be able to think for ourselves. And that is exactly what they want. So I'm encouraging anybody in this year of 2021 to really begin to think for yourself, irrespective of what others around you may think or believe, because the system is designed for complete and utter compliance to whatever the narrative happens to be at any given time. So I'm just encouraging each and every one of us to do our due diligence, to be an independent, sovereign person, and to recognize that there are forces out there that are determined to extinguish and to take away the freedoms that we should hold dear. So I'm wishing you all a great day, and we all need to come together and to be strong and to be unified in the years ahead. Take care. This is Dwight from For His Glory 700. Also acknowledging that we can't look to man-made systems for our deliverance or our savior. It doesn't matter who or what we look to. These man-made systems are designed to enslave each and every one of us and to give us the false illusion of autonomy and freedom.